Hello everyone, and welcome back. I just left the fifth wheel after spending the weekend with Melissa. It's a foggy morning. I'm going through Cloquet right now on my way back to the house. Today's the day I have to get everything packed up for duck hunting because later this week it's time to head north. I got home a couple hours ago. The sun has burned off all the fog. I drug the old snowmobile trailer back here because this is the one I used to put my canoe on. So I'm going to start getting some of my duck hunting stuff ready. I'll have a little bit of time after work this week, but mainly I want to get most of it sorted out and everything yet today. It's a really warm day here today. Today's high is supposed to be right around 90. Tomorrow's high is only going to be 68. But it sounds like for duck hunting opener, which is this coming up Saturday, 39 degrees for the low at night with a high of 58 to 60. So unlike the last few years where, I can't remember, I don't think it was super hot last year, but the year before that it was almost 90 degrees. At least it's not going to be like that this year. Since my dad bought this canoe when he was 17 years old, he just turned 75. That means this will be the 58th year that this will be going up to the same place for duck camp. I have a bunch of stuff that I have to bring down from up here. That big container there in the middle has most all my duck hunting stuff. I've been in there, I got to go through it and get everything organized. Wood stove. Last year I didn't put out any decoys, even though I brought them up. This year I want to throw out at least a half a dozen decoys. I got the cots, the mattresses, just a bunch of stuff from up here that has to go down there. That's pretty much everything from up there. I still have to go through that big box. I did grab a couple of my goose decoys. Seems like more and more each year there'll be a flock or two of geese that fly through, and if I just have a couple of lone geese sitting out there, sometimes it'll kind of swing them over close enough so I can get a shot.
Go. It's the free fix finder.
Mainly in here what I have to check is all the lanterns, is how much propane I have, because it takes about a thing of propane a night, so for each one, and looks like I've got my kerosene lantern and fuel for that, so I'm doing good there. I'll just go through these lanterns and see what I have and what I don't have. I mainly check to make sure the mantles aren't broke, or not the mantles, but the globes. The mantles are always usually broke, so I put them brand new when I get to camp. I'm going to run up to the store because I need some propane and I need some lantern mantles, and I'd rather just go take care of that right now so I don't forget about it. I do have some mantles inside of my cook box, which I have in here right now to go through. I've got a bunch of mantles here, but I kind of like to keep these for emergencies and start with fresh ones right from the start. I've got several different types here. So anyway, I'm going to run up to the store and get some. I'll be back in about 45 minutes. Well, it's a couple hours later now. I went to the store and then got back here and was doing a few things, and my dad stopped by, and he actually, a week ago tomorrow, shot a bear when he was up there bear hunting. So we talked about that a little bit, talked about duck hunting, a few things anyway, so now that took some time, so, but at least it's starting to cool down a little bit out here, which is nice. I did buy one more lantern. I'm going to go grab that because I've got I've got 5 in here, and usually a couple of these don't work real good. So I got one more, and what are they, $15 a piece? They're just cheapies. But then I end up usually bringing one up to the tent for deer hunting and stuff, and that goes like out by the fire if we're cooking or whatever, and then it gets left up there. And I can't remember if I removed one of them or not last year, so I thought I'll get one more. So I got one more lantern here, and I got a bunch of mantles. I'm just going to put those in there because that's exactly where I'm going to need to get them right away. Sounds like my daughter Sarah's going up there this year. I don't think that she made it last year. Sarah's going up, Zachary's going up, my dad's going up, my brother Chris, his wife Teresa, her brother Johan, myself, so the whole gang is going up, so that'll be nice. Both Sarah and my pair of waders, and all this stuff will have to just sit out here because there's a possibility of rain this week. So I'll let it sit here, and then the night before I'm going to go up, and I don't know if I'm going up Thursday night or Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure, but anyway, then I'll put it on the trailer, and then I can just haul it up there. Well, I have a whole bunch of steel shot here, and one thing of lead because grouse hunting will be open, although it's been so warm, the leaves are going to be on the trees. We're probably not going to see much for grouse. So I got to get these loaded into my shell box and my shell bag, I guess. These, I'm not going to shoot this many, but Sarah might use some. Who knows? You just never know. And I always bring this old hat. This hat here is, I bet you this hat is 30 years old. I used to wear this hat all the time duck hunting, and then it got too old and dilapidated. I couldn't find one just like it. It's in horrible shape, but I just tuck it into my truck, and it always goes up there with me because I'm kind of weird that way. I'll put them in my shell box here. I've already got some knives in here. Sarah, I think she likes wearing this hat. Headlamps, duck calls. And like I said, I've got the cook box, which I'll go through tonight and make sure it has everything. I got some of my Johnny's seasoning in here. Mantles like you see in spoons, forks. I gotta probably put, I don't know, be a couple things I have to add in there. Got the oven mitt. I'm gonna have to put some more paper plates in there. I've got a fry pan, plastic cups, garbage bags. Just, you know, over all the years, this is the 30th year that this has went up there. And I built this the year that Sarah was born. And it has everything in it, so you just kind of add to it and take stuff out, but this is pretty much the heart of the kitchen right here. Every year I bring out my camp kitchen, and that thing was getting pretty old, and every year I'm going to buy a new one, and I don't. And like this year, I thought the same thing. It's like, I'm not going to spend $200 and some on one. It'll work for the 2 days I'm up there. But Zachary had that that pop-up trailer, and they sold it. But when he bought it, this camp kitchen, which is like brand new, came with it, and he has no use for it. So he brought it over here Saturday and dropped it off. So I don't even know what it looks like. We'll set it up when we get to camp, but it's a pretty big bag, so it should be pretty nice. these are the 3 guns I'll be bringing up. You guys have seen me carry that double barrel many times. That's my grouse hunting gun, my just carry around up there gun. The middle one, my Gold Hunter, that's the one I use when I'm in the actual duck blind. 30 inch, shoots 3 inch, 2 3/4, 3.5. You have to keep that gun clean, the trigger mechanism, everything, or it'll jam. I've not actually been that happy with that gun, but I've had it for over 10 years. So as long as you keep it clean, it works. I had 1100 before this, a Remington 1100, much more reliable gun. This one right here is Sarah's. It's an off-brand. I think I paid like $167 for this when she was younger. It too will shoot, I think this just shoots 3 inch Magnum or 2 3/4. It's a pump. It works flawlessly. Sometimes she has to remember to jam the pump all the way back up again, but that's user error. Otherwise, it's just always been a good gun for her. Now I'm going to take my Browning Gold Hunter and bring it outside and you pull the trigger mechanism and everything and get this cleaned up real good, and I'll be back in here in a little bit. All these are cleaned up now and ready to go. I even went through Sarah's and made sure hers was good. So yeah, get these into cases and finally dwindling down everything that has to be done. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I think I'll end this video. It's dark outside. I can't do a whole lot more out there. So I think I'll get my cook box in order. I have to get my camouflage clothes ready, and that'll be about it. So anyway, I'm getting ready for duck hunting here. I'll be up there next weekend, and the duck hunting 2018 video will start. I'll see you guys on the next video.